Welcome to Truth or Two. It's September 30th, 2020. Here's the protest for today. Bear with me, guys. The audio's out on their feed, not mine, so I'll be back in a minute. Hit that thumbs up if you enjoy these type of streams from my channel, or hit the thumbs down if you don't. Much love and light. Take care.
Start with some easy chants, guys. We can do a little better than that. No justice.
No peace.
Say her name.
Vanessa Guillen.
Say her name.
Vanessa Guillen.
All right, guys. We're gonna do no justice, no enlistments, and then we're gonna head out. No justice.
No enlistment.
No justice.
No enlistment.
No justice.
No enlistment.
No enlistment.
Let's go.
Keep going off. I'm trying to rally the troops. Justice for Vanessa! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! Say her name! Vanessa Diaz! Say her name! Vanessa Diaz!
Folks, the sound quality is on the other side of the stream, so bear with me. It was going in and out, so it's on that other side of red pilling the masses. I'm restreaming their stream. Really quick, an FYI, we'll be streaming multiple streams during my streams tonight from different channels and different venues. Not venues, different cities and different angles. And if you are in my chat and you like my channel and you're watching this video in the future and you're enjoying the stream, please consider supporting my channel by hitting the like button and subscribing. I'm documenting all this information so we can see in live time what is happening in multiple cities in our country. So if things go down, you're aware. So I'm trying to do my best because things are going to probably get heated in the near future in multiple cities, and things could go down before the election. So I'm trying to keep my ears and eyes peeled and ears open, and I'm trying to share the content with all of you just in case we experience anything in live time. You'll be notified through the streams of multiple streams. So not just mine, but the streams I'm sharing with you. So to be informed, and knowledge is power. Power is knowledge. Is everything.
He's explaining. He said, "Thank you, Smash, for filming. Check on your people. They're in Cedar Hill." There's a... I don't know. And then there's another one over there. Cedar Hill, Texas. Check on your people. Smash cam unedited. It was lit up everywhere I went. All I saw was lights. But they're letting him use the phone to talk to somebody. He's saying he don't know what they got him for. That sounds domestic. Oh, he said he got into it with this young lady. So it is domestic. Sorry, y'all, I'm eavesdropping on his call. He's saying he's pressing charges if he goes to jail on the woman, too. I don't know what happened all the way. I'm just trying. It sounds domestic. Oh. Looks like the young lady took his car. I think that's the car down there he's talking about. She took his car. So it's domestic, y'all. Sorry if I'm making you dizzy. I apologize. But I don't have the stand. He's saying that if she would have just let him take his keys, there would be no police would be here. We're in Cedar Hill, Texas. Check on your people. I don't know who he is, where he's from. Let me see. He knew this was Smash. This Cedar Hill, Texas. He was saying she yanked his keys out the car. I'm so sorry, y'all. I don't know why it's shaking so bad. I think because I'm trying to be still. I think it's the lights too. You know, those shining lights is kind of... Yeah, there they are over there. And then there's another person over there at the light. I don't think he's being detained. I do know that he is being detained. That's what the officer said. Smash, do you know him? He said this is the kind of stuff black people go through when they get pulled over. He said they want to take your stuff like you're the one. Check on your people in Cedar Hill. Share, share. Share, share. Tell them. Uh-oh, they got another one. Has just come. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units. And then 2 left. We do have some black officers, not that many. The chief has already said that we need some more, which he is correct. Cedar Hill, Texas needs more African-American officers. Since we're 54% black, and we get stopped the most in traffic here, according to the city council's presentations. Yeah, it's a lot of officers. I ain't gonna lie. That's what drew me over here. He's talking about gang now. I guess he must have asked him something about a gang. He's throwing up his hood. Sorry, I'm trying to give y'all play-by-play since y'all can't hear. He's asking him questions if he's a gang member. Come on, Cedar Hill PD, really? He's saying that's in his past. But you know what, y'all? Hey, I learned something with the RICO Act. The federal. So if you are a juvenile that has been in trouble, right, and then you get in trouble as an adult, some Fed trouble, you have a point system. So all of your points can equal to 5 or 10 more years additional added onto your sentence. So no matter what, your history goes with you for the rest of your life if you do Fed time. That has to change. Come on, people. What kind of system is that? People have done their time. Thanks, Michelle Thompson, for tuning in and riding with us. Sending love to Chicago. Smash the topic. Infiltrated in. Yes, this is where Sprouts, you know, where Marshalls and Sprouts in the shopping center here. Exactly. So what if he was, Shanika? That's what I'm talking about. Oh, so they must have ran his name and he came back as a gang member. See, he went to jail when he was 16, he's saying. So apparently he may be being detained. The cop earlier said he's being detained, and I said, well, what happened? And the other officer said, get over here. And so he told him to come away from me. And
what's your name, man?
Robert.
Robert?
Yeah.
Quincy.
Okay.
Yeah.
You from around here, man?
Oh yeah, all my life. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm out of state, so.
Oh, you're out of state, or what are you doing up here?
Right? Yeah, I work on road construction. I'm an electrical superintendent, so.
Okay.
I spent 2 years out in Texas. Now I'm doing a job up in FedEx for like 6 months.
Okay. You're in Texas right now, living?
No,
Oh.
I'm actually from New Hampshire. My house is in New Hampshire, but I grew up in New Orleans.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, my son heard your music, your Trump music.
Yeah.
Bumping the Trump hip hop.
I try to do positive rap.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tyson James, Bryson Gray, I listen to that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I try not to do all that gang stuff. I grew up around that, so I know how bad it is.
Right. It is. It's especially for the youth.
Yeah, it is, man. It's rough, man.
Yeah.
I said, our kids getting brainwashed.
They are.
And I used to be that way.
I did too.
I used to be like that.
Put away those childish things, though, right?
Yeah, I grew up.
Yeah, that's what happens.
I learned that second term in Obama when I started questioning stuff and I started really looking into stuff. That's when I started learning.
On the second term of Obama?
Yeah, I voted for him the first time. The second time I didn't. I started seeing things. I started doing research. Then when Trump came around, I voted for him.
Why'd you vote for Trump?
Because I like all the policies, man. America first, jobs first. Give trade deals. I love all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's what I say. America first. We've been getting screwed over a long time with all these trade deals, man.
Yeah. So what type of response do you get? You being a black man, what type of response do you get from people? Oh yeah. I'm gonna start a clique, bro. I'm gonna start a clique, the coon clique, bro. I mean, I'm just saying. Yeah.
It is what it is. I said you won't put your hands on me. I said you might call me a cool, but hey, I still throw them things. I still throw
them bows, right?
Yeah, I ain't lost that. And they don't like seeing it. I tell them, I say, hey, I say I'm a different kind of Trump fan. I said I'm a conservative thug.
Oh yeah, king face. Yeah, king face.
He
did yesterday. Yeah. He passed yesterday. Yep.
I try to get more into Christian and be doing what's right now.
Right. So how long you up here in Portland?
I got about another month left. I've been here since June.
Okay. So you've been kind of seeing on the news everything with
with
back
Antifa
the blue Antifa.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts about that?
Antifa? Terrorists.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, how do you think about the whole BLM movement in joined up with Antifa?
I think it's all funded by George Soros.
Right.
I mean, Obama created BLM back when he was president.
Right, he did.
I think all this stuff has been planned. You got all this stuff as part of the globalists. You got all these globalists trying to push agendas in America because in the end they want America to be part of this whole globalist thing.
Right.
So they want this whole one world order so they can be in charge of everything. And America is the last one. If we go down, man,
it's done. Yeah, it's done.
we done.
Yeah.
And I tell people, I say, you got to see the truth. You can't watch mainstream media. You got to start doing research on your own.
Yeah, I was just telling my cousin that today. Matter of fact, a few minutes ago about, because a lot of people, they hear stuff in the news and they take that for the truth. They take that for the gospel.
It ain't the truth.
And it's not. And I told him, because there was some things going on. He was asking about Trump's statement last night toward the Proud Boys about the stand down and stand by comment.
Yeah.
And I was telling him, hey, come out. Just come with me to something like this. Just a Back the Blue thing, a flag wave, or wherever where there's some Proud Boys around or conservatives. You find out for yourself if they're racist.
I know they're not racist.
Right, I know.
They're not racist.
Right.
I tell people, I say, look, I work all over the country. I'm around a lot of conservatives, white, black, Mexican. And I said, not one time I've heard anybody say anything racist. And I'm around a lot of white conservatives. None of them have been racist toward me.
But you've heard it from the other side more.
Oh, yeah. But they try to be sneaky with it.
Right.
Like, Joe Biden
You should be ashamed of
your. If you ain't black,
right.
if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. Then who are you?
Right.
And
or you should be ashamed of yourself
Yeah.
for voting for Trump. That's another one you get.
Go back and look at Joe Biden. He said some racist stuff back in the day. The internet don't forget. All you got to do is go look for it.
Yep.
I mean, his whole crime bill, man, these Democrats have been racist since the start.
Yeah.
KKK, Jim Crow laws. I mean, you look what they've been doing. All these black neighborhoods that's poor is because of look who runs these cities.
Yeah.
You got black Democrats in Baltimore, black mayor, black police chief, all black Democrats. I mean, come on now.
Yep.
I said, how is that Trump fault?
It's not. It
I mean,
isn't.
look what Trump done for black people, for American people, for black people. I said, you just gotta see the truth and stop watching the mainstream media.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, you do.
I said, well, Trump, look what he said about Charlottesville. I said, what did he say? He said, there's good people on both sides. I said, that's not what he said.
Right.
I said,
I watched the clip today too.
I pulled the clip up and I said, watch the whole 10-minute clip.
Yeah.
He says, good people on both sides. I condemn the white nationalists.
Yep.
He was just talking about the two people that came together that want to get rid of the statue or keep the statue. He wasn't talking about all the
riffraff and everything in between. Yeah.
I said, what the media shows you, one little clip, one little 5-second clip. And even Joe Biden said it last night on the debate. I said, they still pushing the same lie. And all you got to do is go on the internet. You can find the whole clip and see what he said.
Yep.
And know that's not what he meant. So I'm like, but it's the media, man. They push a narrative.
Yeah. Yep.
But this is way bigger than Democrat. I mean, I think the end game is you got the globalists like George Soros, the Rothschilds. You got all these globalists that's trying to push it into America. They want to take over America. And Biden get the presidency, they got him in the pocket. It's gonna really be a civil war if that happens.
Yeah, it will. And I think that might have been some of Trump's statements when he said that stand down, stand back. It could have been some of that. Who knows?
And as patriots, we've been patient.
I know.
For being them go around and they've been killing people. I mean, look how many black people
I know.
died from the
Even black people.
protest.
Yep. Even black people.
Nobody said a word about that. They worried about Breonna Taylor, who was knee deep in the dope game.
Yep.
With her ex-boyfriend.
Yep. And other stuff.
Yeah.
And other stuff. Right.
I was like, come on now. I said, George Floyd. I said, yeah, it looked bad when you watch the first one, but now they got the whole video up. Go watch the whole video.
And watch how he was acting.
This dude was hyped up on drugs. He was talking about he couldn't breathe the whole time even before they put him on the ground.
Yep.
I said, he didn't die from being choked out. He died because, sometimes these drugs, you go up and then you go down and you have a heart attack.
Yeah.
And that's what the coroner said. But then you had that other coroner come in and say something different.
Right.
But they paid it.
Yep.
But I mean, okay. I mean, even if say out of those 9 people, they all were killed black men. That's 9 people. How many abortions they kill black people every year? How much black on black crime kill black people every year? I say, so even if them 9 people is all racist, compared to what's going on in the black neighborhoods, it ain't even close.
But they blame white people for that as well.
But they're all Democrats. They all run by Democrats. Most of black Democrats.
Yeah.
Chicago, black Democratic mayor. I mean, it's. But hey, it is what it is, man. You just gotta try to get the truth out there and pray. And
people are waking up though, and it's good to see, the whole the black exit, Candace Owens and all them,
Yeah, Candace Owens. I love Larry Elders, Tom Sewell.
Larry Elders. Have you watched Uncle Tom yet?
Yeah,
I watched it. I got the DVD.
I watched it.
But you're in 3rd grade? That's good.
I got the DVD this past week. So
I watched it on. I didn't buy DVDs, but I just went on the website,
watched it.
I just downloaded it.
Right.
Yeah.
I've heard it's good, man. So I'm looking forward to watching.
Oh, it's good. You'll like it.
Yeah.
It explains a lot.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, another movie you should watch is Out of Shadows.
Out of Shadows.
Yeah, Out of Shadows.
Okay.
It's hard to find.
Is it?
Yeah, because all these
Right, the conservative, they take yeah.
You can watch that one. That's a good one to watch.
Yeah. Now, is that only on YouTube?
I think you can watch. You might be able to just find it on the internet, but maybe you can use like DuckDuckGo, because I don't use Google because they censor everything. I use DuckDuckGo.
Okay.
You can find a lot of stuff on DuckDuckGo. And then as far as like internet, I use I think it's called Bravo. Instead of using Internet Explorer, I use Bravo. But you got to use stuff that don't, so you don't get censored.
Right. Yep. That's true.
Very true. Exactly why I'm getting rid of my Facebook.
Yeah.
I know they're trying to they're trying to start a new one. It's a 1776 Freedom. I think.
Yeah, 1776. Yeah. Yep.
And I don't really do social media just because I support Trump, and then with my job, and you go to the wrong place.
Yeah, exactly.
So I try not to do it because it could be a conflict of interest.
Yeah.
But everywhere I go, they know. I mean, I wear the shirts.
Yeah.
I keep the flag in my office. I got a Trump $20 bill.
Nice.
It's stupid because I can go into a bar. I'm a bartender. I'm a bartender and a waitress, and I can go to work. I cannot wear a Trump mask, but every bar I go into, they wear a BLM mask.
Yep.
But I cannot go to work in a Trump mask.
Yep.
I'm not allowed to. American flag, Trump mask.
Oh yeah, American flag is like the new symbol of hate.
Oh yeah,
I cannot support that. I'm not allowed to wear that to work. But every bar and restaurant I go into, they are wearing the shirts, the masks, the bandanas, everything.
Yeah. Well, all the businesses are.
So it's funny, it's funny because who's really the one that's like being a hate group?
Right.
I mean, because they're censoring us, but we're not censoring them.
You look at the
We're letting them have a voice. They're using their First Amendment right, but we're not allowed to. That's exactly what's going on. My husband wanted to know what you were listening to because he doesn't usually like rap, and he said he liked that.
Oh, that was Fagio Joe. He does a lot of conservative rap.
Fagio Joe.
Yeah, I think he's a Cuban guy. And then you got Tyson James from North Carolina, black guy. Okay.
Tyson James.
Yeah.
Okay, Tyson James. Can you find it?
Let me go get it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Because
he was liking it too when he.
Cool.
You knew some of them? Yeah, he knew some of them.
Yeah,
like that's good. At least he's not knowing the other stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Well, when he pulled up or whatever, at first the guy that right here, the white car, he goes, "What's this guy about?" or whatever, and I said, "I don't know. I mean, it seems cool, whatever," because I could hear the music, and I heard he goes, "I'm from the right wing," like the first thing I heard. So I was like, "He's not here to start no trouble. Don't worry." But they were worried for a second, like, "Is he starting trouble?" I'm like, no, he's cool. Okay.
So type Bryson Gray.
I'm just gonna write it on my hand because I can. Maybe I'm not gonna. Maybe my skin.
I want to get a screenshot of that. Make sure there's no information of yours on there though.
Bryson.
Okay.
Yep, Bryson Gray right here.
Okay.
He's real good.
John, what's up? Where you at, man? John Kramer.
Yeah, Fagio de Blow. Some of his old stuff is a little bit gangster rap. He's one of those guys that used to be gangster rap, and then he started doing Trump stuff.
Okay.
He's a Cuban guy.
Bryson. Someone said Bryson Gray is awesome. Who said that? Let me see. Tanya.
Prime Minister is another one. He's a guy from New York. Pryme.
Yep.
Yeah, I got a few of it. Tyson James. This guy right here. He's a white guy. I think he's from California. That's just a few of it. It's probably about 10 of my list.
Let me see. Some people screenshot this for me.
Yeah, people like
Tyson James.
People like to know.
Screenshot that.
Screenshot?
No, I'm saying about people who are watching.
Yeah.
Okay. Tyson James. Who else?
Prime Minister. He does a lot of stuff. He's like a minister, but he does rap too.
Okay, Prime Minister.
I can't remember your name.
Quincy.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. The Black Conservative Preacher.
Yes.
Black Conservative Preacher.
Yeah.
There you go. Fagio Blow.
I knew who you were, you know, but I meet some.
So I make sure I try not to curse. I try not to curse anyway. I'm trying to get better at it.
Yeah.
I'm trying. Yeah.
I tried
to. If I'm listening to Christian rap, I gotta at least try to act like a Christian.
I was telling him the last 5 days we've been to 4 events. So
I don't know if you got Bryson Gray.
Yeah, I got
Bryson
Gray.
There's a lot of people.
You got Tyson James.
With him being a new Proud Boy, I meet a lot of boys, and I try to remember everybody's name.
So Tyson James and Bryson Gray and Prime Minister They are Christian conservatives.
Okay.
They don't do no cursing or nothing.
Nice. Nice.
So kids can listen to them. That's
Good.
what I like.
Yeah, he likes some of that.
Yeah. I like rap, man, but I just can't.
I know all that.
I can't listen to gangster rap.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Yep.
And they got some conservative guys that's all about Trump, but they do curse a lot. So
Yeah, there are some. Yeah. There's that one dude.
McDonald or something.
I like Tom McDonald. I do like Tom. He says some real stuff.
Yeah, he does. Curse, so
he
I wouldn't let your kid listen to him.
Yeah. He
all
has.
the guys
Yeah.
I just showed your kids can listen.
Right.
to. Yeah.
Tom McDonald has a YouTube, which I'm all right with that because he don't cuss on the YouTube stuff. But there's another dude that cusses quite a bit. White dude with the beard.
Oh yeah, Mason.
Something like that.
I listen to him sometimes.
Yeah. He's all right. I like McDonald. Over the two, I like McDonald better than him. But
yeah, you'll like Bryson Gray.
Okay.
You'll like Tyson James, Bryson Gray and Tyson James.
Okay.
Those guys. I mean, they don't curse, but the music it's good.
It has to be controversial, man. It has to make people think, challenge their thoughts. You know.
And they talk a lot about QAnon. I know a lot of people. I follow that.
Okay.
But I mean, if you can follow QAnon, that really tells you what's going on.
Yeah.
And I follow people that talk about QAnon. The Prime Minister talks a lot about it too.
Okay.
He's one of the guys.
Yeah.
Like he'll show you some of the polls, and then you can see what happened, how this poll said this would happen, it's happening now.
Right.
So I mean, that whole Q movement, I'm not sure. Went on with that.
Right.
I think Trump did a good job.
Yeah. I do. My thing is, I felt like he fell into their trap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he had to defend himself almost the whole time and rebuttal them instead of staying focused and just power hit. He is a fighter. I know he can take it.
And he go.
I know. That's why we like him.
Maybe he needs to step back, but
that's why we like him.
When they come at him, he comes right back at him. He don't put up with nothing, and that's what you need, man.
Yeah.
I don't want no politician. I want a businessman to fight.
Yep, that's what I want.
I mean, everybody
everybody used to complain about we don't want no politician. Well, you don't have no politician.
Now you got somebody that's not a politician.
Yep.
And another thing, look what's going on in the world. You don't see that on the news, but look what's going on in the world.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Trump's up for 3 Nobel Peace Prizes. Look, we pulling troops out of it. Man, we're not doing these endless wars, and I'm pretty close to that because I'm a veteran. I went over there and fought those wars. Desert Storm, Enduring Freedom.
Mm-hmm.
People. I've seen people die. I've killed people, and then you look back and that's all. This is for nothing. All because these globalists was, playing games. Playing games. They use these wars. The central bank use these wars to get rich off of. When you start a war, the whole central bank is back. It's all about the what is called the petrochemical dollar. So they may use a lot of fuel. They make a lot of money. So all these, that's why Trump said we not fighting these wars. We pulling out of these wars. No sense. He's pulling them back, and he's got to fight wars that actually count. Like all this pedophile, all this child trafficking, all this drug trafficking that's going on in the world. That's what he's fighting against. Which in the end, that's why the deep state makes all their money. So if you want to fight the deep state and global cabal, you got to cut their money off. How do they make money? Child trafficking, women trafficking, and drugs. That's what Trump is fighting right now.
That's real talk. That's real. I mean, that's what's going on.
But a lot of people don't see that.
Right.
You got to really do your research to see what's going on. But
yeah.
I mean, if you look at Trump's he's locked up more pedophiles than all other presidents combined right now. And it's only been 4 years.
Yeah. I know.
I said, that's what we need to be worried about. They trying to start a race war. I said, this is fabricated race war.
Yeah, it is.
It's
made. Yeah, they've made it. They created it. Yeah.
And they've been teaching, and this been going on for years. Because they've been having this critical race theory. They've been teaching these kids.
And I already know.
They've been teaching this stuff in college.
Yep. All
And now
Dirnobom.
you-
All Dirnobom is.
Yeah. And before, but
Yeah, even
Bush
before,
was in
yeah,
there. Bush,
yeah.
I mean, Bush was a Republican, but he was a globalist too.
Yeah, he was.
I mean, the last two presidents that wasn't globalists was Reagan.
Reagan. Yeah.
Ever
Yep.
since then, all these guys been globalists. They all been had the same agenda.
Yep.
Try to slowly break America down so we can become global.
Yep.
That's what's been going on.
Yeah.
And so that's what we're seeing now. They've been teaching. They've been teaching.
Right.
The kids
They've been
this
indoctrinating it
for
for
30,
years.
40 years now.
Yeah. Yep.
And I know. I remember that in school.
I do. I do too. I do too.
But I know you can break that too. I'm a prime example, and I
Right.
see a lot of other black men that
Yep. No doubt. No doubt. But see, that's part of the scripture, Bible, and that's why I tell people on my streams all the time. It's that renewal of the mind.
Yeah.
Especially coming from where we come from, we have to change.
Yeah, you
God
gotta,
has to
man,
change that mind.
Rethink everything
Yeah.
you run. It's crazy.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Yep.
Hey, you got a like a web page or something I can follow?
Right
you
now, I stream on the Black Conservative Preacher.
on? You do?
Yep.
It's on YouTube.
Yeah, Facebook and YouTube, but I'm
Okay.
streaming right now on Facebook.
I'm gonna type it in right now and save
Okay.
it.
All right, you'll see it. You'll see you and I right here talking right now.
Black Conservative Preacher.
A lot of people are liking what you're saying, so a lot of thumbs up, a lot of hearts.
All right.
Smart
This-
man.
this
Someone
you
says
here?
smart man. That's me right there.
Okay,
Yep.
let
Yep.
me subscribe to that right now.
Is that the YouTube or Facebook?
That's YouTube. I don't have Facebook.
Okay, that's YouTube.
My wife does though. Yeah, that's YouTube.
Okay.
The Black Conservative, the Black Conservative
Yep,
Preacher.
yep.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like I said, I'm streaming right now on Facebook, and I'll
Yep.
probably take our
I should
segment
tell
here.
my wife. Tell my wife she can go
Yeah,
watch it.
yeah, you should, yeah, no doubt. Yep. So you saw the flags here this evening, and you pulled
I
over.
just pulled over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the flag. I said, I'm about to just pull over.
Right.
I had Bryce, I had the music bump. I
Right.
said, when I pull in, they might be
Go.
a little nervous, but when they hear the music, they'll be like, oh, okay.
Yeah. There's actually a pretty smaller crowd this evening in comparison to what it's been.
Yeah, I came about maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, and it was from the corner
Oh,
all the
yeah.
way down. It was just packed.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was waving out the window,
Okay,
throwing the thumbs
okay.
up. Then I thought about it. I said, I hope they don't think I'm putting the middle finger up.
Yeah. Well, before you leave, we'll exchange numbers
Okay.
so we can stay connected.
Yep.
So you're only up here for another month with your job.
about
and-
another month. Then
Yeah.
I'm looking at getting another job in Maine. I'm trying to get
Okay.
back close to my wife.
Mhm.
Because she usually travels with me, but she has some family problems with her father and stuff. So she went back home, and then I came out here to work. But I've been looking at jobs in Maine,
Okay.
so I've had a few interviews. So I'm trying to get back over that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like the East Coast better?
I like Texas better.
You like Texas? Yeah. Yeah.
I like Texas, man. Texas, I like Texas.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's my kind of state.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But
Okay.
I'm American, though. I mean, we got it. We should be trying to make all of America like Texas. That's what that should be the end goal.
And go
Yeah.
like Texas.
Yeah, make it like
Okay.
Florida. You know, everybody free and
I know, man.
So,
Yeah, I like Florida too.
I'm a big 2A guy.
Okay, yep. Yep. Yep.
Little home.
You'll fit in right here.
Yeah. Little hard in Oregon, but like I said, I got it in my truck. I can't carry it.
Right. Right.
And I'm out of state or so, but I can't have it in my truck.
Yep. Yep. Well, cool. I'm gonna get over here and talk to a few more people, man.
All right,
and
man. Hey,
nice meeting you.
good
We'll
to meet
chop
you,
it up
bud.
and change numbers.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. You want to go out there? I brought this little rug rat with me this evening. What's up? Say hello to everybody. They're watching you. No, hello, not a wave. You say, okay, thank you. What flag do you have? What is it though? It's a what? Dr. Blue flag, okay. Lower numbers tonight. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching. Thank you guys for the donations. And if you don't know, people are saying hello. There's one. F Trump. They get all mad. They get all mad. They get all mad.
Good, brother.
Good. How are you?
Good.
Good. There he is, the man with the big flag every week.
Hurry up and get that pipe. I've got 1,000 miles since that last.
Really? 1,000 miles since. Wow.
I don't know what that
I
is.
get a good vibe.
It's time.
So there's usually been more people. Where are you at, Nikki? Here who comes? Vote red. We are in Gresham, Eastman Parkway in Gresham, right outside of the sheriff's office. There is support, people honking. A lot of people honking. A lot of support for America. A lot of support for the police officers.
Sorry, man.
Good. I've been hit with worse.
What's up, Louisville? Looks like there might be a Proud Boy over here. Well, I'll go talk to him in a minute. I like my fellow Proud Boys. I love that massive flag too.
Welcome to my stream. Thanks, guys, for joining my stream. If you haven't already, please share my stream out, subscribe, and hit that like button or dislike if you like this stream. Streaming it for the masses to see what's going on in our reality from multiple venues, multiple cities, and different streams all night long.
So last night we went down to 3rd Street in Alder, downtown Portland. It was 1 month since the execution of Aaron J. Danielson. So we went down there, had a little quiet time, if you might say. A lot of us went down and hung around there for about an hour and a half, which was nice. Obviously, this evening, doing Back the Blue flag wave in Gresham, Oregon. There'll be some other things coming up this weekend. I think there's a big another rally coming up this weekend. People are like going from all parts of the state of Washington, and they're all meeting in Olympia. It's interesting to see the people who like flip people off over the flags. It's pretty sad. Anyways, that's going to be going on. There's also something in Washington County. They're doing, I think, a Trump rally or parade, caravan type thing. And that's on Saturday as well. There's some things that's coming up for me the following weekend. I'll be gone again, out of town. I'm not going to say where. Who said that? That's Billy D. Yep. No, that wasn't. Sherry Moore said, "Love seeing me in DC." Thank you. Yes, DC was good. But I will be out of town next weekend as well, going someplace. I was invited to, and so I'll be leaving again for a event next weekend, October 10th. So, just reading some comments and stuff. This is actually a lower turnout. I'm actually surprised because this is nice weather. It's really nice out. I'm surprised it was a low number turnout this evening. Still, people are here. I'm sure as time goes on and we get into winter months, they will probably drop off. Hopefully not. I mean, we only have like a month until the election. About a month and a couple days. More honks, more honks. More support. Anyway, if you guys would like to support and donate, PayPal me, the BC Preacher, Cash App, the BC Preacher, or Venmo, the BC Preacher. Thank you guys for the support. Some of you are pretty loyal, pretty committed at following and supporting and helping out and sharing the page. I appreciate that so much. Man, the more we can get this stuff out, the more the truth is out there, the more I can interview and speak to people like the gentleman I spoke to a few minutes ago. The more people can wake up, the more people can see the truth, hear the truth, and see what's going on. There we go. Here, let's talk about the event Saturday. What's going on Saturday?
We're doing thank you.
It's all right. You're ignoring people while you're talking to other people.
And that's exactly why I'm on here, folks. The same reason that he
We're
just
at a
stated.
rally in Washington County on Sunday.
Oh, Sunday. I thought it was Saturday. Okay, on
No,
Sunday.
Saturday.
See, I even know your own event more than you know it.
I know.
I know. So
You
Saturday.
follow me more than I follow myself.
So Saturday, what time?
Saturday at noon.
At noon. Washington
Yes.
County. That's pretty vague.
It's going to be in Banks.
In Banks. Where at in Banks?
We're gonna
Banks,
go-
Oregon, by the way.
Yes, Banks, Oregon. We're going to go.
Where's meeting
We're-
spot? Meet at where?
We're going to announce it.
Really quick for everybody in here, do you think because of the debate last night that has anything to do with the momentum of the rallies tonight? Because that could have something exactly to do with why there's not a lot of turnout tonight. It's either because A, people stayed up to watch that garbage, or they didn't, only very little, like most of us, or they are losing momentum because there wasn't a excellent debate and didn't empower anyone that I know of.
Happening in Banks, Oregon. It's not Multnomah, so you're okay. Banks, Oregon, Washington County. The location for meetup will be announced on Saturday morning at 6 a.m. on Back the Blue Public and Back the Blue. I believe that's what he said. But yeah. Then same day, there is a caravan that's heading north up to Olympia early in the morning, well, like 9, for a big rally up in Olympia, Washington. So if anybody wants to do that, they can do that as well. How you doing, sir?
Hey, how you doing?
Doing good. How are you?
Good.
Good.
Really good.
Good to see you.
You.
Yep. Did you watch the rally last night or the debate?
Oh gosh, yeah.
What'd you think? Overall, honestly.
Overall, I don't think it changed anybody's opinion on either side of the aisle.
I agree.
The only one to articulate any good points about anything was Trump. For instance, what was that he was talking about? Oh, the damage coronavirus is doing people with drug addictions and marriages and the whole gamut. He did a good job of articulating that we can't just shut down the country. So there was a couple good moments,
but overall, it was just
the lack of self-control really
on both parts.
Yeah.
And I agree. I think, my wife was saying if he would have probably just shut up a little bit, Biden would have dug his own hole.
You can be a leader, be a presidential, and be a man. With Wallace, maybe 2 times was necessary to shut him down and put your bid in, since it is a debate. With the rest of it, you should have let him finish and then hit him systematically, like you do in a debate.
Yeah.
But he got emotional.
Yeah.
And that's
Like
kind of his Achilles heel.
Yeah. I mean, and I agree completely with what you said. He did not win no one over, but he didn't lose no one.
No.
His base knows how he is. We like him for that.
Yeah.
We get it.
Yeah.
So that was good. But I do.
He lost sight of a couple of things like Charlottesville. He didn't nail that down.
Yeah.
That's a disgusting lie, and he should have nailed that down because even Wallace was peddling that lie.
So what do you mean he didn't shut it down, or
he didn't solidify that in that statement that you're bringing up? Right before I made that statement up, people on both sides of the aisle, I condemned white nationalists and neo-Nazis.
Right.
And you keep cutting that out and then peddling the lie that I said there was good people on both sides, meaning
right
neo-Nazis, and that's not true.
Right.
So he should have articulated that because that's a lie that I still get talking to people.
I do too. I had it today, even at work. And the funny thing is, somebody brought this to my attention, which I think would be great if he actually did this. And what he needs to do, and even after hearing someone speak about it, is that they don't believe that Trump is racist. You know, and this is coming from another minority, a black person, whatever. They don't believe Trump is racist. But when he states the Charlottesville stuff, he needs to do what you just said and leave it there.
Yeah.
Walk away. He needs to either do a press conference, hit that point, and walk away. No questions asked. Don't take no questions. Don't continue to talk about something else. Because that's where sometimes I think you can get in trouble, where they end up taking these other clips because he continues on with something. And he probably should just come out, I condemn these acts of racism or whatever,
well, even
and walk away.
In the debates,
he did.
How many times do I have to say it?
Wait, and he did say that. I heard him say that. Right. But the problem is, it's like exactly what you're talking about. Even when he originally said what he said, they took, it was a big old press conference, and they took all these pieces.
You know, the other part of that that's frustrating is all he had to do is look at Biden and go, let's see, what was the quote? I don't want my kids going to a mixed school because it'll be a racial jungle.
Mm-hmm.
So by your own rules, we should apply that to you today, because that's what your cancel culture does to everybody else. A tweet when you were 12 years old, suddenly you're fired from your job.
Right, from 12 years old, you're right.
If we're going to apply those rules, why are we not applying them now? And I already was clear about what I said about Charlottesville.
Right.
You haven't been clear at all. You won't even talk about
he
it.
He needs to have more of a stand, a stamp on
absolutely.
it. Absolutely. Yeah.
I think maybe if there's a second one, somebody will help him, and
and
he can nail down some of those points. But
last night was it was fun. You know, it was fun to watch. Funny. Obviously, it was our entertainment. It was great. As far as entertainment wise, it was funny.
I don't know how Biden got through a lot of that. That part when he attacked Hunter, he was gripping that thing. He wanted to blow up so bad. And what was someone in his ear going, calm down, stay calm, don't react.
Yeah.
Because that guy wanted to blow a lid.
He did. And
that whole Hunter Biden thing has been debunked. By who? No, it hasn't. It's a matter of public record. It's bank records, man.
Right. Yeah, it was funny. Biden, I like the part where he told Biden, don't ever say smart.
Oh, that was my favorite part.
That was so funny.
That was my favorite part. Don't talk to me about smart.
Yeah. Well, that's good. I'm just, trying to get people's thoughts and opinions on it.
We were over at Bobby's house.
Okay.
Watching it last night.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, good stuff. I think the next one is in 2 weeks, probably. I think there's 2 more.
2 more debates?
Yeah, there's 2 more debates.
Yeah, they're trying to get him to not do it, hopefully.
Are they trying to get who not to do it? Trump?
Biden.
Right.
Of course, under the guise of Trump's unhinged, and you shouldn't have to put up with that. You shouldn't.
Right.
You shouldn't justify that.
Yeah.
So,
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. He showed up a little bit last night. There's one good thing he said I enjoyed, and that was when they spoke about police. When he said, I don't think the police need to be defunded, but actually more funded. I wasn't too opposed. Yeah. I wasn't too opposed to that. I thought what he said was,
absolutely,
pretty on point. He was talking about, because that's been the topic about, do police need to go to every call? I mean, I believe they do, but if it's not going to be something that could be iffy, then maybe they do take a mental health person. you know, to some certain situations. Maybe they do. I mean, I'm not opposed to that, you know, but
I'm not either. The idea that we're vilifying the police over a couple's actions is just,
it is. It's bad.
it is bad. We need them. That's what makes this country.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
So,
And obviously, I mean, police officers say they could, you know, things can change and be reformed, or you know, so it sounds like a lot of people are in agreement with that. But to dismantle and defund, I think is completely stupid.
it hurt what the Portland police chief had to say.
Right.
That hurt.
Yep.
So I don't know where the entire truth lies there, but that didn't help.
Right. Well, good talking to you. Good. Yep. It looks like you guys might be affiliated with the neo-Nazi racist group.
The multiracial white supremacists.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what do you have to say for your actions, boys? Proud Boys, I mean, not, you know.
It's news to me. I didn't know that my black boyfriends were white supremacists.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you just said what's up to me. People didn't see that because I was facing that guy, but you just said what's up to me.
That's true.
And
Genuinely.
All right. You looked over at me and gave me a what's up, you know. You said what?
Probably have to leave the Proud Boys.
You might, because I don't know if they'll tolerate.
Did you talk to someone that wasn't white? Oh gosh, we're gonna disavow him.
Disavow him?
Yeah, because you know,
Yeah.
that's what we do.
Right.
Apparently.
That's sarcasm, everybody. That's not real.
Well, and you got, and on top of that, it's like the group is completely aggressive. You guys just like to fight and beat people up.
Well,
you know.
were you at the rally on the 26th?
I was not, but of course I watched mainstream media, so you know I believe everything they told me.
Well, yes.
So I wasn't there.
You saw someone who wasn't a Proud Boy beating up a supposed Antifa press member, and the Proud Boys pulling that person off and kicking them out. You just said
he saw
no, we had no violence.
Right.
No violence. It was beautiful. It was like the greatest thing ever. And that's what we all hope for, is like a non-violent, awesome. It was so fun. It was the most beautiful celebration I've been to.
But there were a lot of signs around Portland that they didn't want your guys' hate here in Portland. Your hate. I mean, I kind of feel the hate going on right here. You know, I'm just being honest, right?
I radiate hate, don't we? Yeah. Just like all the other Proud Boys, we just radiate hate.
Smile.
Right.
Yeah.
Smiling and waving to people.
Right.
Yeah. No, and that's the thing, man. It's apparently we denounce, we disavow anyone that even wants to be part of the Proud Boys that is a white supremacist or a hateful person.
I actually used to be a neo-Nazi.
Did you?
And I have to cover up my tattoos now in order to be a Proud Boy.
You said you used to be one.
I used to be one.
Okay.
Yeah. And I have to cover up my tattoos and stuff.
And see, now you're even being transparent and honest and open about your own background of your life toward me on a real level. And you said that you had to get those tattoos either removed or covered up. And how'd you feel about that? Was that something that you wanted to do on your own, or was it something that they made you do?
I want to do it anyway.
You wanted to do it
regardless of Proud Boys, because it no longer doesn't.
So what made you change your mind from going from that mindset of being neo-Nazi, white supremacist? Because I mean, obviously you're saying that you
fall in love with America.
Right.
Definitely.
That's what made you change.
Absolutely. America is a place where no matter your race, no matter your religion, you can make it. We could all be one together. So that's what America is about.
America's not prison. You know,
right.
When you're in prison, you might have to click up like that. Sure. But when you're out on the streets in real life, that's not the way to live on the streets.
Right. And that's pretty, honestly, it's pretty bold and courageous of you to even say that. I mean, you know, like I said, here I am, a man of color, and you're telling me that you used to be one and you had to get stuff covered up. You know, so I appreciate that. Just the transparency, you know. And I didn't know that myself. I didn't know that. Like I said, when you walked up here, you said, you gave me a little heads up. What's up? You know. So I wouldn't even known that you used to be that way, nor would I have thought that. So. Oh, go.
That's a big one.
So where?
I'm sorry.
Oh, hey, thank you.
No pink hat. Well, I don't have pink hat.
Beautiful. Thank you.
So where were you living at the time when that was going on in your life, and how old were you? You was in prison. Okay.
Yeah, I was in prison from the age of 17 to the age of 24.
Okay.
So yeah,
This stuff is so loud.
it's very loud. Yeah.
From the age of 17 to 24.
24, yeah.
And so almost, it's kind of like one of those things that you were almost forced to have to do that because of prison life.
Yeah, pretty much. Because part of it was looking at history and sort of misinterpreting it, looking at the way in which Western civilization has advanced, and assuming and taking from that whites are somehow superior to all others, and that's not the case. Americans would advance as a team. We've all done it together. So it's just completely preposterous. In addition to the Jew conspiracy and all this other stuff, none of it. I used to think it was meant something, but I don't know.
Right.
It's all just nonsense.
That's what's up.
It's just completely preposterous.
Yeah.
And so yeah, and it's, like I said, I fell in love with America and capitalism.
That's good. Now, were you out of prison when that transformation took place, or still?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Quite a few years later.
Yeah. Now, did you get involved in it before prison or in prison?
I had some interest in it before prison.
Okay.
Thinking about looking at it, seeing it on TV. They went to prison.
Right.
Continued in that road.
Yep.
And then later on had a bit of an awakening. It was actually Ayn Rand, if you've ever heard of philosopher Ayn Rand. She's an early 20th century.
I have not. No.
The author, Ayn Rand, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Catcher in the Rye.
No.
Oh.
She wrote Atlas Shrugged.
Yes, Atlas Shrugged. Dude, I'm an idiot.
Yeah, I'm sorry. For the new election.
Please edit that out.
Yeah. So yeah, she was through her that I really fell in love with America.
Right. Nice.
I found to learn what it's about.
Yeah.
So
That's dope, man. That's really cool. Now, have you always lived in Portland?
Portland, Vancouver.
Portland, Vancouver.
Yeah,
Okay.
I lived in Kentucky for like 4 months.
Okay. What degree Proud Boy? You're new? Are you rookie? You what?
I just pledged.
Oh, just pledged.
Yeah, right down here.
Okay. He's rookie. Are you rookie-ish?
First degree.
Your first degree. So that's kind of rookie-ish a little
It
bit.
is rookie. I'm a rookie, man.
Yeah, you haven't made
First
it.
degree rolling fourth.
You said what?
Yes, well.
Allegedly.
Going forward.
Okay. Okay.
The first degree Proud Boy, yes.
All right. So when did you join?
3 months ago, I think I took my pledge.
Okay.
Yeah.
What cereals did you name off?
I'm not the second degree.
The second,
Haven't
that's
done
second
it
degree?
yet.
Oh.
Yeah, that's second degree.
Oh, okay. I thought that was first degree. I remember that when I was thinking about joining, they told me that was first degree at the time. So.
Yeah, no, and I don't even really know about cereals, so
Ooh, you're gonna be in trouble.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take quite a beating when I get my second degree.
There's gonna be a couple Charlie horses for you.
Yeah, it's gonna be brutal for me.
I eat some cereal, so
I eat cereal too, so I'd be all good. I mean, that wouldn't be an easy pass for me. So
we'll go from Kellogg's to multi-milk.
right, all that, just straight Kellogg cereal, you know.
I don't think you can just say Kellogg.
No.
But
Cocoa Puffs, Lucky Charms, Frosted Flakes, Apple Jacks, Fruit Loops. There you go. Boom.
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 Okay,
See?
I couldn't do that. I'm gonna be getting beat up like
oatmeal.
Flakes.
The what?
Milk on.
Out. Oh, I can't get it out.
Chocolate cereal. I don't know, man. It's gonna be good though. It's gonna be a great time.
Nice.
I'm gonna love it.
You plan on doing it soon?
Whenever I can, man.
Whenever you
Whenever
can.
my time's up.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, do you have to do like each level? Do you have to do a certain amount of time on each level?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You don't have to give it all the way. You don't have to
Yeah, I
spoil
don't
all
know
the
how
fun.
much I can reveal.
Right,
but
right.
Yeah,
It's all
there's a
good.
certain amount of time before each step.
Okay.
Now we're standing by.
What's up?
Some sort of stand by.
Stand by. Stand by.
As soon as you said that, I was like, ooh. Wait.
So, what do you guys think about that? How'd you guys take that? Because a lot of people are taking it pissed off about it.
Yeah,
obviously.
I think that he knows. I think that he knows what the Proud Boys are, and I don't think that he was prepared to just say to link us to white supremacists and denounce us.
Right.
I think that's my opinion.
And that's
They
what,
said Proud Boys, and he said Proud Boys. He looked like he's thinking for a second. He's like, stand back and stand by.
right.
I don't really think. I think he was just saying, "Okay, Proud Boys," and he was telling the crowd to stand by, stand down, hold on. I need to think about this. I don't think he was making a call out to the Proud Boys.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
So,
And some people do, obviously.
Yeah, some people do, and some people don't.
Right.
Like that's their opinion.
Yeah.
I think he was just. I don't think it's a call to arms for Proud Boys. I don't.
No,
But whatever.
no.
Yeah,
But
people can have their own opinions.
yeah, I think that he did have. I think that if he wanted, I think that he had the opportunity to denounce,
Right.
and he chose not to.
And see, that's what I said to some people today, like myself thinking about it. Me knowing Proud Boys, you know, for the past 3.5, 4 years, you know, to me, I'm thinking, why would Trump denounce a group that's not a white supremacist?
Yeah.
Like, that don't even make sense.
Purely patriot.
You know, so why would you do that? I'm going to denounce Proud Boys, but wait, that's not a white supremacist group, so why would I denounce them?
Yeah, Trump doesn't work off the narrative of the left-wing media.
Right.
That'd be-
And that's what the narrative is, especially here in Oregon, Portland, you know.
The Proud Boys are not white supremacists.
Right.
It's literally in our
And a
genetics.
very obvious thing.
I've been trying to find a picture from the 26th. We had a big banner that had the big swastika with the slash through it.
Right.
Had the hammer and sickle with the slash through it, and then the Proud Boys banner in the middle of it.
Right.
I was going to say, I've been trying to find a picture online because quite a few people took the picture.
And of course, you can't find it. Right. Of course.
Yeah, of course
Yeah.
you can. Right.
So I'm fine with this. It's got to be fun.
Probably been scrubbed.
Yep.
Watch the cameras. Someone had it. Maybe Audrey knows or Shelby.
Yeah.
Shelby.
Well, cool. Appreciate you guys, man. No doubt. No doubt. You taking off?
Not yet.
Okay. All right.
Is that time again?
What's up? How you doing?
Good,
Good. Great. How you doing?
Real good.
Are you nervous?
No,
You're not
no.
You nervous yet? You nervous yet?
It was awesome last night. Thank you for coming out.
Oh yeah, no doubt, for sure. For sure. What do you think about Trump's debate?
Oh my goodness gracious!
Honestly,
I love the part about Law and Order, man. He just took it 100%. I mean, once he hit that section, I mean, it was all over. It was all over.
but overall, the whole overall debate, what do you think?
I hate how
Yay or nay?
Yay on Trump for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate how he was treated by Chris Wallace. Even the moderator is supposed to be just, impartial. Just how he was just trying to belittle. It seemed like the president himself. And I think Trump did the best he could to try and to stay strong and speak his message of truth and standing up for us Americans and making this country great. Better. From what Obama, destroyed, he's trying to build it back up, and he's doing a damn good job. And I think he won the debate last night for sure.
What's your view on the stand down, stand by?
Oh my goodness!
What do you think that means, or what was it for?
I think he's kind of telling them that they better be ready when Trump wins his second term. He's going to be winning, and they better be ready to help.
Who better be
stand
ready?
their ground. Antifa.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
BLM, they better watch their backs.
Okay.
We ain't gonna let them take stronghold of our country any longer.
so you think that's what he meant by stand? In your perspective or view, that's
I
what.
think he's got. Yeah.
Okay.
Possibly. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So.
What do you think he meant? Huh? He's like, huh? What do you think Trump meant when he said that? Huh? You don't know? What? When Trump said stand down? You didn't what? You didn't hear him say that? Okay. I'll let you hear it later. You want to listen to it later? You want to hear what Trump said? Huh? Yeah? Okay. I put him on the spot, so he didn't know what. He's too busy. What is that? What are you playing with?
I hope you don't mind I gave it to you. Nice press ball.
Okay. All right. Let's go see somebody else. What somebody else has to say about last night and Uncle Trumpy. Corbin, you want to stay there? You stay there?
Hey, I'm down there.
What? You want to put that in the car?
She makes the shirts.
They've been out giving pictures today. I got one of them.
So I can't talk with Mr. Man on the microphone, on the horn. I don't know which one. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Okay, here's Eeny. There's meeny, miny, mo. Let's go with me. Let's go with meeny or mo over here. Let's go with you. Trump's debate last night. What do you think? Overall,
I haven't watched all of it.
You haven't watched all of it
I'm
yet.
halfway through so far. I was at Jay's thing yesterday.
Okay. All right.
But from what I saw,
Okay.
Trump-
I'm saying okay. I'm going logical speaking
Trump
here.
needs honestly. Trump
Okay.
needs to
Okay.
stop-
Now here we go. All right. Now we're
Trump
going
needs to
good.
Stop interrupting him.
Okay.
or not him necessarily, but just so much.
Okay.
Makes
See,
himself
that's what I
look-
was looking for. I
he
want some
makes himself
honesty, not
look-
just because we like Trump.
No,
You know.
I wasn't. What had that to do about being honest? I'm just saying, in the categories, he destroyed him, but like how he presented himself, not so much.
Okay.
He should have at least stopped interrupting so much. I mean, Biden did the same thing, but not as much as Trump did.
See, and there we go. That's some good stuff there.
Yeah.
Do I agree that he roasted them? Of course. It's Trump. He's a New Yorker. Of course he roasted them. He'd roast all of us.
When he mentioned, what was it? It's like, yeah, because no one wants to show up to yours. And the freaking moderator started laughing. Giggling.
Yeah. I mean, how could you not laugh? I mean, it was a comedy. It was comedy. It was entertainment.
Yep.
Kind of cheap, free entertainment.
Yep.
Better than a movie.
Yep.
So I had to ask, just like overall, like how, you know.
I think they should do, which I don't know how they would do it in a live audience. They need to have it to where, like on TV, of course, you don't want them to cut each other off. They need to have it to where, like, they cut the microphone off and let that person have their 2 minutes. Turn the microphone on, cut the other one off, let that person have their 2 minutes.
That would actually be good.
Because then they can't interrupt each other.
I'd like that.
Yeah.
Now, what do you think about? Do you think?
Like a COVID-19 glass container.
Do you think that? Do you think that either of them really answered questions?
I think Trump did more than Biden.
Okay.
Trump or like Biden would just like they asked him stuff, he just ram on about something the moderator. I'd be like, you know, Mr. Vice President, I'm asking you about this, not that. What are you doing? Like, what are you talking about?
Right.
So.
Okay.
And Trump needs to stop like bickering with him.
Trump needs to stop
Yeah,
bickering.
he needs to be the better person, the bigger man.
That's what I kind of took from it myself, was that I felt like he fell into their trap. Like there was a trap, a little bit of a trap, and his emotions or his anger got the best of him. His frustrations got the best of him.
Yeah. Like in the debates, he needs to be presidential. Like very presidential. He can't slide and stoop to his level at all.
Now during his rallies, it's different. It's his thing. But during
what I like about Trump is he's technically not a politician and he's not a puppet.
Right.
So he's not controlled. And he's kind of like, you know, me personally, I'd be nice and loose and, you know, be, you know, like how he is. It's cool. It's not like he's standing there like a robot reading a script all the time.
Yeah.
That's the first time I've ever seen that in my life, and I love it.
I do too.
Yeah.
Hey, Tim, I have your stuff.
Dang, why you gotta be so loud? Right in his ear. Right in his ear.
Next interview.
How do I ride it?
What's up?
Next interview.
I used to ride a skateboard when I was little. And then with this, so you push it forward.
All right.
It goes forward,
I want to ask you another question.
and you pull it back.
I will. I'll get to you.
He loves antagonizing me.
I do. What did you think about Trump last night? Honest, overall, the whole overall
didn't watch
debate.
the whole thing.
Okay, but what?
But I did watch his comment about the Proud Boys.
Yeah.
And I was very impressed with it.
Okay.
And I was very impressed with what I saw. I think a lot of it is they both were antagonizing each other. And I think, yeah, sure that can stop, but I think it's fun.
So, of course.
I'm
I mean,
kind of
we
like-
that's why we
Yeah.
like Trump. We get it.
Because he's not afraid to speak his mind.
Right. That's
Yeah.
why we like him. But do you think it was a train wreck overall? No? Okay.
I think for people who don't understand that method of debate, yeah, I think they can see it as a train wreck, but I don't think it's a train wreck.
But that's, to be honest, that's the first, I'd say, really, that's the first kind of debate like that.
Yeah.
I've never seen a debate like that. Even 4 years ago. Hold on, folks. There's a lot of horns going on around here.
That's what they like us.
Yeah, they do. They do. That's the first. That's the first debate I've seen like that.
Same.
So I think majority of people aren't used to that. They're used to Trump, but not a debate like that.
Agree. And I think it has its benefits.
Right.
I think it speaks to a different crowd because a lot of us are about the drama. That's how we get tangled
Right.
up into things.
Yep.
So it brings like that little bit of an element.
Yes.
But also, look who he's debating against and look who's on his side. There was nobody there that was on his side. So I feel like he was debating two people.
I agree with that he was debating two people. But I also agree that because of how important this election is, he also needs to gain some people. Not to say that he hasn't. I know he's gained people. But a debate, because Biden's going to lose debate, period. There's nothing Biden has. But Trump also needs to gain from another side. And I think that those are his perfect opportunities for him to be presidential. He was roasting a lot, you know what I mean? Which is great. I love it, of course.
Well, and also remember, he's not a politician.
I know he's not. Yes.
So
that's why we like him. Another reason.
Understand that side of things.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Does anybody know what was first? Like MASH or something, I guess? MASH? No, they had the final episode of MASH. And I don't know what was first. Does anybody know? But we were second in the history of all of television, but the biggest ratings in the history of cable television. It's an honor. Last night, I did what the corrupt media has refused to do. I held Joe Biden accountable for his 47 years of lies, 47 years of betrayal, and 47 years of failure. I held Joe accountable for shipping your jobs and dreams abroad and for bowing to the violent mob at home. Can you imagine these people, the way they take over these Democrat cities? I don't even believe it. The whole nation saw the truth. Did you see last night? Name one. I said, Sleepy Joe, name one law enforcement group that supports you. And then Chris Wallace says, don't do that. That's not. Can you believe this guy? I was debating two people last night. Joe Biden is too weak to lead this country. You know, Biden lost badly when his supporters are saying he should cancel the rest of the debates. Now I understand he's canceling the debates. Let's see what happens. I think that's not going to be a good move for him. I don't think that's going to be a good move. I don't think television with those ratings, they're never going to let him cancel. You don't know television like that. What are they going to do? You know, someday we're not going to be doing this anymore. What are they going to do without Trump? What are they going to do? Oh, those poor people. Look at all of them. Whoa, that's a lot of people. What are they going to do? What are they going to do when in 8, 12, maybe 16 years, I said, let's hang it up. Let's hang it up. 16 more years. But what he's doing is what you do when you lose. So let's see what he does. I don't think he's going to get out. And I've got news for Joe. If you ever became president, you have to deal with some of the toughest people in the world. And Chris Wallace is very, very easy by comparison, I will tell you. I know them all. Liberal media is upset that I took the fight to Biden and exposed his very dangerous agenda. Oh, there's a beauty. Here we go. There's another beauty out there. Go home to mom. Go home. These are the same media outlets cheering violent demonstrations in the streets. CNN, the New York Times. They think rioting is just okay. Just do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. You don't have to wear masks. You just riot. 25,000 people standing on each other's face. Do whatever you want. Can you go to church? No. Can you go to restaurants? No. Can you do anything? No, but you can riot. That's okay. Arson's okay, but challenging Sleepy Joe is totally off limits. So disappointed in Fox. I'm not just running against Joe Biden. I'm running against the corrupt far-left media, socialists and communists in the Democrat Party and the special interests who've made a living bleeding our country dry. And that's what's happened for too long. We've turned it around. But don't forget, when they turned it around, I had to fight other things like a fake impeachment. I had to fight a lot of things that are not like that wasn't in the agenda. Never forget, and we fought it very well. And frankly, we had great support from the Republican Party, except for one person, but that's all. We had great support. Never forget, they are coming after me because I am fighting for you, and that's true. And this is a choice election. Our opponents put America last. I put America first, and that's what I've been doing for 3.5 years. Our opponents want to erase borders. I will defend our borders. You see what's going on our southern border. And by the way, that wall, 350 miles already, going to be finished very soon. They don't talk about the wall anymore, fellas. What's going on? They don't talk about it. They used to talk about it every day. He's not going to get his financing. But when you're a real estate developer, you always get financing. This was like easy. He's not going to get his financing. Then we got our finance. They don't talk about it anymore. We're up to 300, almost 360 miles. We're doing about 10 miles a week. And yeah, Mexico is paying for it. You do know that, right? They keep saying there's going to be a border charge at the border for the trucks and cars, and it won't even have to be a lot. There's so many cars and trucks going through, but Mexico's paying for it. And they've been great. They have 27,000 soldiers right now on our border, and we appreciate it. We appreciate the president of Mexico. Our opponents will send your jobs to China. I will keep your jobs in America. Our opponents want to erase our nation's core values, and I want to defend, preserve our nation's historic values. Our opponents stand with rioters. I stand with the heroes of law enforcement. Did you see last night? I said, say the words law enforcement. Don't even say good or bad. Sleepy Joe, say law enforcement. He goes, no, I'd rather not. Say law enforcement, Sleepy Joe. Law enforcement with safety. No, just law enforcement. They tell me that all the time, too. Please, just say law enforcement with safety, sir. No, it's just law enforcement. It's very simple. It's a very simple term. Not with safety, unsafety. I mean, it's law enforcement. He wouldn't say it, right? Then I said, name one group in the entire nation. I've got Minnesota now. I've got everybody. Name one group in the entire nation from law enforcement that's supporting you. Well, think Chris Wallace. Okay, let's go to the next question. He's in trouble. Let me protect him for Fox. Joe Biden says Antifa is just an idea. Well, ideas don't assault cops, and they don't burn down buildings. Antifa is a domestic terrorist organization. I proudly received the endorsement of the Fraternal Order of Police, the National Association of Police Organizations, the National Troopers Coalition, the International Union of Police Associations, and law enforcement organizations and departments in Florida, Ohio, North Carolina, Colorado, Arizona, Nevada, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, Michigan, Minnesota. Good. I was getting worried. Texas, New York's finest. They've never done it before. They came in New York's finest. These are great people. They could solve that problem in 2 minutes. All they want is their authority back. It's been taken away from them horribly. New York's finest never endorsed a candidate for president before, and they're great people. They can do it. New Jersey, Illinois, and many, many more. I won't bore you, but I could go on all night. I just a joke. Give me one, please. He was joking. I'll tell you, he got saved. Joe Biden is saying he owns the socialism and extremism in his party, that he owns it. It's not his party. It's not Joe's party. That's not. You got crazy Bernie, you have AOC +3. You got all these crazy people, these maniacs. You have the Green New Deal. How about the Green New Deal? He disavowed it. Then he said, no, I agree with it. I said, Joe, it's $100 trillion. That's more money than this country can make in the next 100 years if everything's perfect. It's so crazy. He wants to rebuild every building in the building. And take it down and rebuild every building. Let's say, does that include the Empire State Building? Let's take it down and rebuild it. These people are crazy. No more cows, no more airplanes, no more nothing. Biden even vowed to eliminate our tax cuts. That means he'll take away your child tax credits, because I gave you child tax credits, $1,000 a child. He wants to take away what I gave you and revoke our historic tax relief. Right to the middle class it went. Joe Biden also refused to answer questions about packing the Supreme Court. Don't you love the Supreme Court? I mean, how good is Amy? How good is Amy? You know, her professor at Notre Dame, one of the most highly respected. Fill that seat. Fill that seat. You better believe it. How good is she? So her professor, one of her professors, one of the most highly respected legal scholars in the country, said, been teaching for a long time, said she is the finest single. She was first in her class, graduated first in her class. He said she is the finest student he's ever had. Of all the students, thousands of students, she's the single best student that he's ever had. Now he's saying, you know, she ought to run for president instead of Joe. He was like last in his class. She ought to, can you imagine? This is a big difference. I don't know. How do you like Amy for the Supreme Court? Yes? If he gets elected, the hard left will appoint radical justices who will terminate the Second Amendment. No more guns. No more guns. As you all saw, Biden also refused to explain why his son Hunter was paid $3.5 billion, protected by Chris, by the wife of the former mayor of Moscow. And they talk about me with Russia. I have nothing to do with Russia. And took out $1.5 billion from China. He makes millions of dollars a year, right? Then he got the $183, right? $183,000 a month. Would anybody like that job? You don't have a job. You're not employed. You get thrown out of the military for unfortunate reasons. Your father becomes vice president, and you get hired for $183,000 a month with, I think, a $3 million upfront payment. I think they could have had him for less. Would anybody take that job? And he knows nothing about energy. What do you know about energy? Well, that's not my thing. Oh, that's okay. I mean, could you imagine if I did it? How about when Sleepy Joe said, you're not getting the $1 billion unless you get rid of the prosecutor. When you get rid of the prosecutor, we'll send you the money. They got rid of the prosecutor. He said, now the money comes. I mean, can you imagine if I said that? Unbelievable. And the press doesn't want to talk about it. It's so sad. I'll tell you, it's so hypocritical. Got rich while American workers got robbed. How can you deal with China if you take out $3.5 billion and make all sorts of money? How can you do it? A critical issue in this election, you saw what I did with China. Billions and billions a year they pay us. I gave a lot of it to the farmers, $28 billion. A critical issue because they were targeted by China. A critical issue in this election is the future of the Minnesota Iron Range. You know that. That's why I'm here. This was just supposed to be a little get-together, and then they said, sir, we got thousands of people want to show up. I don't know.
You get crossways of those guys, and you're in trouble.
Well, not only that, you're stupid.
Yeah, you're stupid. That's why a lot of officers ended up in Vietnam getting fragged or shot by their own guys because they would not listen to the NCOs that had been over there and had experience fighting the enemy. Because once you get into war, you can throw the book away.
Well, it's really the combination. The officers have certain training which goes along with the experience of the sergeants.
Okay.
And the combination is what's powerful.
Yeah, and if they listen to it and they put their heads together, you'll get a good officer. You have good NCOs, you have a good fighting unit, and you have good discipline. So that's the essence of the U.S. military.
Well, I'll tell you a story. It's either good news or bad news, depending on how you look at it.
Okay. Okay.
But after a tour in Vietnam, and it was my turn to rotate back to the U.S., And so went up to, I was down the Delta and caught a chopper up to not Dane. Boy, I'm having a senior moment here. And went up to where they process you out of the country.
Right.
Benoit?
No, Saigon. Boy, just completely
I
lost
was
it
never
for me.
Benoit.
And so went up to Saigon and went to where they process you out and reported in. And they asked for my name, gave it to them. And they said, "Oh, we crossed you off the list. We heard you got killed yesterday." And I said, no, here I am. I'm ready to go home.
Wow, they crossed you off the list, huh?
They said, "Well, we'll get you out of here in a few days." I said, "None too soon."
I appreciate that, you guys. Thank you. Who are you guys voting for?
Only number one man, Trump.
Oh, Trump?
All the way.
Who are you voting for?
Well, let's see. I got Mickey on my watch here. But he's not running this year.
He's not. Okay.
I'll vote for Trump.
All right. I had to ask.
Yeah.
You know, better than assuming, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It's true. That's what?
One of the things when that second came out of the office, I'd love to do it. Because my answer is ready to go places. What do you do? You can't, they can cut it.
Young and hot. I give you a call.
All right, I'm gonna switch it up to another one. This is Wolf Needs channel. I'm gonna switch it up.
If I donate shape your members and tweet me, I will have to steal it.
Acidly Devout says that Wormwood was the Russian name of the deep water horizon oil rig that collapsed. Wormwood is also a name Chernobyl translates into the word wormwood. So
maybe
wormwood has been many things. Sorry,
yeah, just a maybe connection.
Yeah. You never know.
The WACP right now is having a gathering. Which is good because we're the one shut down.
Is that Breonna Taylor again? Breonna? The picture?
Yeah, that's supposed to be Breonna Taylor. And, what was the other one?
Yeah, it was just a few seconds ago. Kind of reminds me of a thinner Oprah Winfrey picture painting.
The thing is that's not the way she looked. Like, there were some better representations of her, and it looks nothing like her. And even like family members commented it looked nothing like her. But you know, I understand what they were doing. You know, it was a nice gesture, right?
Right.
But it looked like they didn't even know what the hell she looked like at first. So they just kind of made it like
Real quick, there's still a lot of comments coming in on Wormwood in there. Almost everything in there that people have been saying about its name and what it means are correct. It is an absinthe. It was a star. It's also a literal wormed wood. We'll talk about that more on one of the shows, I'm sure. But yeah, all those comments are correct. That's why I said wormwood is a very broad, deep topic, bigger than people think.
do you have a notepad in front of you?
I could just open Notepad and put notes in it. You want me to put that in there?
How dare you? Yeah, put it in there for tomorrow. What's up? G Plus sucks. Have I tried the wormwood vaccine? No. I like to live.
Congratulations. No. And what about Omar, where she gets caught harvesting?
Trump bringing up Omar, which is a big topic right now.
Going on? I hope your U.S. attorney is involved. What is going on with Omar? I've been reading these reports for 2 years about how corrupt and crooked she is. Let's get with it.
If you mix absinthe with tequila, you can make the worms fight in your mind.
Who said that?
That was Joe Udi.
Oh, that's brilliant. I'll have to do that during the show.
What the hell happened?
I will say, with Trump's speeches, he's quite charismatic. Reminds me of myself.
Look at this guy. Looks like nobody's going to fight him. I don't think you're a big fan of Omar.
Of people in there. Salted Cracker says wormwood is when you have a small penis.
Could be. I guess I've never had a. I guess I've never had that issue.
Hey, the Trump thing, is that at the airport? Because I thought I just saw Air Force One in the background.
I don't know where the hell he's at.
And your favorite country, Somalia, right?
I swear I just saw the tail section for Air Force One, but we'll see here.
One of my favorite pictures is Reagan with a rifle on Air Force One. Have you seen that picture?
Which picture?
It's with Reagan with a rifle.
Yeah, I have seen that.
Yeah, it's like fuck yeah, man.
Have you been, or has anybody been to the Reagan library in Simi Valley?
Yes.
Yeah, isn't that place great?
That place is awesome.
And the 737 that's in there is like totally cool. You actually get to walk into Ronald Reagan's Air Force One jet and take a tour around, and they give you some interesting information about, you know, some of the flights and some of the people that have been on there and what really went on inside there.
Now, do they switch out Air Force One with every president, like different aircraft?
I don't think it's with every president, but every time there's an upgrade, yeah, they switch it out. I think they still fly the 747 now, but it's a modified version of the one that was Bush's 747. But Obama had the same version 747 that Bush did, but the one that Trump has now is a different one than Obama had. So they change it out every few presidents, I think.
I wonder if I flew on a private jet again, if it would be better than like public.
You think?
Maybe. I've flown on private jets before, and they were pretty nice. They felt, they felt less crazy, like going up and down, but they also fly at a lower altitude.
Yeah, they don't have to fly at 30 to 40,000 feet. They burn a different type of fuel. That's why and it burns more efficiently at 20,000 feet than the kerosene does in the larger, you know, the A380s and stuff. So they have to go up to 40,000. Which flag? Oh, that red, blue, orange thing?
Yeah.
I just explained this. No, I just explained it. Thank you. No, it's crazy. And they came to me.
Princess does always wear makeup. He has to hide himself from the sun. Turkey, Native American, maybe Native.
I said, no, really, I want it out.
First Nation flag?
I want it ended. Well, it'd be a lot easier to amend it.
Oh, no, I've never seen it.
It's not right. It's killing your suburbs, and it is. It's killing your suburbs. And then they
Ugly flag, whatever. The colors suck.
And they are right. I mean, my Italian flag is not great looking itself.
Yeah.
I once had to have an argument with somebody from Mexico saying that the Italians stole the flag color.
Or maybe the Mexicans stole it.
I think it's just a coincidence.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. There's only so many colors and styles they can pick from. Although I think the Mexican flag, doesn't that have a vulture holding a tequila worm in its mouth?
It's an eagle, sir, with a snake.
Oh, okay.
Close enough. Galaga? I don't know what Galaga is.
I love that game. You remember Galaga?
No, that's before my time.
God.
said, how many people?
One of the top games of all time.
In just 3.5
You know what one of the top games of all time is?
we've secured America's
Donkey Kong?
What? No. Get the fuck out of here.
obliterated the ISIS caliphate, fixed our disastrous trade deals, and they
Mario Brothers?
I'm good to start punching you in the ribs.
Just warming them up.
I'm going to sucker punch you from the inside.
Last year, before the plague came
That'd be
in from
interesting.
China, you had the best
Pac-Man. See, somebody's worse than me.
Chrono Trigger.
and we're doing it again. We're building it up.
Did you ever play Chrono Trigger?
They gave us the plague.
After my time.
We're never going to forget that. I did
You're an asshole. Go on your phone. Go on your phone. Right? And then look up Chrono Trigger. You could buy it for $5. And you could play it on your phone. It was a Super NES game. Or SNES. That was redundant.
Oh, well, I've got an SNES. I'll just see if I can find the cartridge.
Yeah. Chrono Trigger was one of the best games. Oh, okay. Want me to tell you how much the cartridge is? Hold on. You ready for this?
Oh, God.
Chrono Trigger SNES.
It's like $700 or something.
Oh, apparently. Oh, that's on Etsy. I don't know if I trust it. Okay, used, original, $249.
I'll download the ROM then.
There's
emulators.
Star Ocean was amazing. I love that game too. That was a great one.
Tempest.
Was
I
pretty
love
awesome.
Tempest.
was okay. Pong.
Oh, God. Talk about before my time. You know what I always liked was Tron.
I'll go before all of our times.
What was after Pong? Give me a break.
This guy just apologized. He's just another politician, 47 years.
Correct of you.
I was not a big Metroid fan.
Really? I love Metroid. I don't know why. I just did.
Turned you on.
All versions of the game were really the same when you think about it.
What, Pac-Man?
No, of Metroid.
Yeah, it's your Samus. You do the thing. You travel around.
Yeah. I think that's what turned me on. Is it was Samus. You know, she takes off that helmet. You're like, whoa, it's a chick. That was the big secret in the first game.
All 2D of her.
Yeah.
All of her
Black and white.
All of her pixelated goodness.
Yeah.
Zelda Gold cartridge. Yeah, go find that.
Oh, are you kidding? I looked that up once and I was surprised. It was like 10 grand or something for the original.
I wonder how many. I wonder how many like parents or grandparents, right, have. Thank you, American Dream, for the $1.99. First person gets up on the board today. I very much appreciate it. How are you today? I wonder how many like parents or grandparents are just sitting on.
Not even knowing it.
Not even knowing it, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
We'd like to tell you that we're all opening up November 4th. Did you see the one group that said we're opening up?
I had heard E.T., the game that was written that was one of the worst games ever written. They buried them all in a desert somewhere, and because so many of them got buried in trash and other people threw them away, there's so few of them left that they're actually worth something now.
$1.99 through Super Chat. Sup, Wolfpack.
Oh, sorry.
You got it. It's fine.
The toxic
All right, guys. Sorry about that. It has been a rough couple days with my StreamYard and posting on live, anything live in the motion of any of these protests or anything of that subject matter. So bear with me. I'm going to do my best to pull that back up, and we'll go back to Wolf and Eve for a little while.
More lately.
Try this again. They do not like it.
We could use some good things to happen.
Right. I think this year has been so much bad happening. I think we're all a little bit down. We all feel a little bit dry.
Do me a favor, hit that like button if you like this stream.
Dragged down
Subscribe.
by the weight of the world.
Much love and light.
And I think it's good when we can bring up people and be like, hey, look, here's something good to bring up. I know every once in a while we like to turn up the drama here. Yeah, I'm worried about November 4th too. Yeah, she now has access to my OnlyFans account forever. And, you know, again, all the donations help me to get out of the state, keep the show going, and make sure I can keep on living and pay taxes so I'm not a drain on society and all the other good stuff. Are pogs worth money?
Are pogs worth money?
If you could find a buyer, yes.
Or you can just trade pogs with another pog trader.
I did not say a place to move yet. Me and my girlfriend are discussing. Because remember, she also has a job that she needs to be in her city for.
Of the U.S. Armed Forces.
Deals with large amounts of money. Fortunately, it's on our own.
It's called the Space Force. That's a big deal.
You know, speaking of
pogs, might be worth only dim nuts.
I was thinking, with all you know, all of us feeling the weight of the world, like you were saying. Sometimes I wonder how much of that has to do with these protests and these. I don't want to say with the rioters, but with the actual protesters, the people who really do believe in what they're doing. How much of that has to do with they feel the weight of the world too, and that's their way of making, of expressing it.
It could be, but you know, trying to. But I feel like, what is the hell is the guy in Los Angeles doing with his camera? Look, everyone has those flags in Los. Oh, is it the AACP flag?
Recognize the true capital of Israel and open the American.
I think that's a AACP flag. Hold on.
I also recognize Israeli sovereignty over the Golan Heights.
The camera work is awesome.
Endless wars.
Awesomely bad.
Yeah.
And I was nominated for 3 Nobel Prizes and not one.
Nope, still don't know what the fuck that flag is. I am moving studios. My folks have a garage that has a bunch of room in it that I'm able to go set up a studio in for free. And, well, not free. I have to pay for internet because I need to get a higher bandwidth. But they said, hey, we got the garage. You can come. And my girlfriend doesn't really do the political stuff, so it's a good way for her not to kill me in the middle of the show. Even though it'd be good radio, I would be dead. Armenia? Interesting.
Oh, maybe it's the Armenian flag. Yep, it says Armenian.
Yeah, Armenian flag apparently. Yeah, I thought it was NAACP Belgium. Yeah, that was super nice of them, and it's a short drive from where I live.
Watch this tonight, darling. It's going to be. And I turned to Lester Holt, number 2 show. I turned to Lester Holt, and they covered one story.
You were naming things women say about your genitals? Disappointment?
The environment. Another was about something else.
Hey, you settle down.
Central is now talking to his penis?
For those that don't know, I'm talking to my dog. She's getting a little cranky because it's 20 minutes past her dinner time.
Go feed your mutt.
I will do that. I'll be back in just a moment.
Me and the chat will be here together, talking about all the fun stuff in the world. 287 people here, only 118 likes. Let's get those likes up if we can, so we can break the Google algorithm. We like to destroy the robot from the inside out. What does a duck smoke? I don't know. Rank? Depends if you're in DC or not. Probably some meth rocks if it finds them. It's a few more digestion and smoking.
Biden did in 47 years.
What's up, Doomster in the house? How's it going? So I'm going to be hanging up
All
some
right, guys,
curtains
I'm
to
gonna
help with
end
the
my stream.
audio. I'm going to put some sound deadening foam up.
And
I'm going to be
I
able to turn one of
will
my
start it
monitors
back
the other direction
again
finally.
in
Now that I'm
about
finished
1
with it.
minute.
And
If you enjoyed the
should be
stream,
okay.
I believe that I'm being
Tanya, that was
targeted,
terrible.
and the likes and the people coming in are not chatting.
Yeah.
So
Go feed your butt.
this
I like
start
that.
my
Thanks,
stream
Mike.
over again.
I didn't see that you're in chat.
Documenting what's going on in our reality with all the protests. I'm documenting different viewpoints from the right to the left, and at multiple venues in multiple cities. So that's why I'm doing this. And if you haven't already and you want to support my channel, hit that like button, share, and subscribe so we can break Google's algorithms. All right, much love and light. Take care.